from the cradle of kings, a land ablaze. The air hung heavy with anticipation and dread. It carried the scent of frankincense and fear, mingling with the whispers of ancient prophecies. The year was 1529. The land, once a beacon of prosperity, was now scarred by conflict. Its fertile fields turned to battlegrounds. Ethiopia, the cradle of kings, was at war. The echoes of past glories seemed distant as the drums of war grew louder. From the south rose a power-hungry sultanate driven by an insatiable thirst for land and gold. Their ambitions knew no bounds. Their leader, Ahmad ibn Ibrahim al-Ghazi, was a fearsome warrior. Known as Gran, the left-handed, his name struck terror into the hearts of many. The Ethiopian emperor, Lebna was a just ruler. He loved his people deeply, but he was inexperienced, thrust into a maelstrom of conflict. His army, though vast, was ill-prepared for the onslaught of the Adal forces. The soldiers trained with urgency, but doubt lingered in their hearts. They carried weapons forged in the fires of ambition, each blade a testament to their resolve and desperation. Their leader, Ahmad, was said to possess the blessings of the jinn. He was a master tactician, wielding his faith as a weapon, his strategies as sharp as his sword. The whispers of war spread like wildfire across the savannah, igniting fear and uncertainty in every village and town. They reached the ears of a young woman named Abini. Her heart pounded with each rumor, each tale of battle and bravery. She was a weaver from the highlands, her hands blessed with the magic of storytelling. Each thread she wove carried the essence of her people's history. As she worked, she wove tales of bravery and sacrifice. These were the ancient stories of her people, stories that had been passed down through generations. She sang of the spirit of Ethiopia, a spirit that refused to be broken. Her voice was a beacon of hope in a time of darkness. Abini's brother, Malaku, was a warrior. He was eager to defend his homeland, his resolve as unyielding as the mountains that surrounded them. He pledged his spear to the emperor, his heart heavy with the weight of their ancestors. He knew the cost of war, but his duty was clear. He knew the stories. The land had always been protected by the spirits of their forefathers. Their presence was a constant reminder of the legacy he was bound to uphold. He prayed for their guidance in the battles to come. His prayers were a bridge between the past and the present, a plea for strength and wisdom. The fate of Ethiopia hung in the balance, a fragile thread threatened by the encroaching flames of war. The future was uncertain, but the spirit of its people remained unbroken, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Beneath the twin suns rise of the eagle and the lion. The Ethiopian army, a tapestry of warriors from every corner of the empire, gathered under the watchful gaze of the twin suns. They were a formidable force, their shields gleaming like 1,000 scattered diamonds. Among them stood Malaku, his spear held high, his eyes reflecting the burning torches that lit up the night. He stood beside his childhood friend Desta, a warrior as fierce as she was kind. Leading the charge was the emperor himself, Lebna. He was mounted atop a magnificent steed. The emperor, a beacon of hope for his people, carried the weight of his lineage on his shoulders. His general, a seasoned warrior named Ras Amda, stood by his side. Ras Amda, the emperor's trusted advisor, was known for his cunning strategies and unwavering loyalty. From the south, a storm brewed. The Adal army, a force fueled by religious fervor and the promise of plunder, marched towards the heart of Ethiopia. At their vanguard rode Ahmad Gran. His one good eye blazed with ambition. He rallied his men with tales of divine favor and the riches that awaited them. As the two armies prepared for the inevitable clash, the land itself seemed to hold its breath. The spirits of the ancestors whispered through the tall grasses, their voices echoing the anxieties of a nation on the brink. The fate of Ethiopia rested on the shoulders of its warriors. Their courage would determine the destiny of their people. When the stars aligned, the march of the one-eyed jackal, the first clash of arms echoed across the plains like a thunderclap. The Adal army, bolstered by superior firepower from Ottoman allies, tore through the Ethiopian ranks. Ahmad, a ruthless strategist, exploited every advantage. His soldiers, armed with muskets and cannons, rained fire upon the surprised Ethiopians. Malaku, caught in the maelstrom of battle, fought with the ferocity of a cornered lion. His spear darted like a viper, striking down enemy after enemy. Desta, Her face, a mask of determination, moved like a shadow, her twin blades reaping a bloody harvest. They fought side by side, their bond forged in the fires of their shared heritage. The emperor, despite his bravery, realized the gravity of their situation. His forces were outmatched. He ordered a tactical retreat, seeking refuge in the rugged highlands that were the heartland of his empire. The retreat was fraught with peril. The Adal forces harried them relentlessly, their cries of victory echoing across the savannah. As the Ethiopian army limped towards the safety of the mountains, they left behind a trail of their fallen. The vultures circled overhead. They were harbingers of death, their shadows stretching long and ominous over the blood-soaked earth. The stars themselves seemed to weep that night, their light dimmed by the encroaching darkness. High in the Ethiopian highlands, where the air was thin and the peaks scraped the sky, Emperor Lebna Dengel regrouped. He sought solace in the ancient monasteries, their stone walls echoing with centuries of prayers. The monks, keepers of ancient wisdom, offered him counsel and solace. Meanwhile, Malaku and Desta, their spirits unbroken despite the losses they had endured, rallied their comrades. They shared stories of their ancestors, reminding them of the strength that flowed through their veins. They spoke of the land, of its beauty and resilience. They ignited a spark of hope in the hearts of their weary comrades. Abeni, far away in her village, felt the tremors of war in her bones. She couldn't wield a sword or spear, but she could weave magic with her words. She traveled from village to village, her voice carrying the tales of Ethiopian bravery. She sang of Malaku's courage and Desta's unwavering spirit. She became a beacon of hope, her words weaving a tapestry of resistance against the encroaching darkness. As the Adal army continued its relentless advance, they entered a valley shrouded in mist. It was said to be protected by the spirits of ancient warriors. There, amidst the swirling fog, they encountered an enemy they hadn't anticipated. It was the wrath of the very land they sought to conquer. The Adal army, confident in their superior numbers and firepower, marched into the Valley of Whispers. The valley, cloaked in an ethereal mist, seemed to swallow the sound of their approach. The air grew heavy. It was as if the very land itself was watching, waiting. Ahmad, blinded by ambition, dismissed the tales of ancient spirits as mere superstition. He urged his men forward, eager to crush the remnants of the Ethiopian army and claim the riches of the highlands. But the valley held secrets that even he, with all his cunning, could not have anticipated. As the Adal army ventured deeper into the valley, the mist swirled and coalesced, taking on monstrous shapes. The spirits of fallen Ethiopian warriors, their forms wreathed in mist and fury, rose from the earth. They attacked with the ferocity of a starving beast, their spectral blades tearing through the Adal ranks. The Adal soldiers, their confidence shaken by this sudden and terrifying assault, panicked. Their muskets and cannons, useless against the ethereal forms of their attackers, fell silent. The valley echoed with their screams, their pleas for mercy swallowed by the mist. Ahmad, his one eye wide with terror, realized the folly of his arrogance. He had awakened a power older than time itself,